Let me fix my cheek real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm feeling my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and know you do a texting. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. So my label we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done call me a Dylan. I got off the block. Took the hate and put that in the watch. Had the ice on my neck 'cause little shorty on hot. It's some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing 'cause none of them pop. And I'm sure that my stars are for pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it says you won't be in this if you don't make it hot like her. New deal, AP. I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z at the
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. This is going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one 28 yards on the ground. 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Solo left Zion.
Barkley is in. Touchdown Bengals. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Rodgers now on first down. He finds his man Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Here's 2nd and 7.
20 TX.
Running left, it's Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
It's 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go up the middle with Campbell. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyquan Thornton, 61 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
He released that almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Steelers.
They run with Lewis out of the gun. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Rodgers wants to change the look. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals at 5-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He's got it complete to Clark. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Flushed out right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing on second and long. Tua airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Campbell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, they run with Campbell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The open man is Clark, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making a jump.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
1st down, Steelers.
Rodgers now to throw. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Bengals 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
20, TX. 21G.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Clark. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
On first down, Rodgers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Rodgers again now. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 38-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Steelers' 37-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Go ahead.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Solo left Zion. Out.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Curry, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Tua's going to change things up.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take it.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Steelers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Bengals 21.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Tua to try again on second down. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And my goodness, another interception. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Rodgers looking to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man, this is Lewis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of you guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of...
Why would I